guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So in today's reading, we're going to be checking in on your person of interest and seeing how they currently feel about you, as well as what their intentions are for the future of your connection. Now, as I do these readings, I am going to be assuming that you're asking about a love connection. However, if you do want to know about somebody who is non-romantic, such as a friend or a work connection or something like that, you can of course still watch this video. You just may have to modify the messages that come up so that they can better fit your situation. So there are 5 readings for you guys to choose from today, and normally I would pick up each crystal one by one and show you, but I spent a long time trying to get all of these cards nice and straight, and I feel like if I start messing with the crystals, I'm gonna mess up this layout. So pile number 1 over here we have Fluorite, pile number 2 is Kunzite, pile number 3 is Amethyst, pile number 4 is Blue Agate, and pile number 5 is Cherry Blossom Agate. So as always, take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with number 1. Hi number 1s, so this reading is for those of you who were drawn to the Fluorite. So for your reading today, there are going to be 6 tarot cards. I'll look at the first 3 to see your person of interest feelings about you and the connection, and then the second 3 will show us what their intentions are for the future of this connection. So let's get right into it, starting with the Hanged Man in reverse, the Emperor, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, so as for zodiac signs, we do have Pisces and Aries energy here. So if you or your person of interest is either of these signs, that could be an extra confirmation for you that this is your pile. If not, that is totally fine too. When the Emperor appears in a reading, I think of this as a person who may come off either, kind of serious or closed off, or they come off as very strong and tough, like they don't need any help. But on the inside, this person is very soft and squishy and affectionate, like a little teddy bear. So your person of interest you're asking about, they might have this kind of personality. It's quite likely that on the inside, they're a lot more sensitive and they're a lot more craving for affection than they let off. Maybe they have a bit of a hard outer shell or a little bit of a tougher persona that you just have to crack open to get to that sweetheart that is on the inside. Now, as for the dynamic of this connection, it seems like you guys may be asking about a situation that is not really moving. This is what the Hanged Man is making me think. This represents a situation, well, as you can probably tell from the name of the card, where we feel like we are left hanging. We feel like, things aren't going in the direction we hoped, and it's this frustration because you want to hang in there and see if things play out, but at the same time, you cannot wait forever. So it may be a connection like this. Maybe it started off well and then things kind of fizzled out, things kind of slowed down. Maybe you guys are getting mixed signals, but in any case, I don't feel much motion in this connection right now. But what is actually good about this card being in the reverse is that it tells us that this situation, this dynamic that you're experiencing with your person is going to come to an end. And in fact, I want to tell you guys that your person is very much aware that things are like this, and even within their own mind, they're wondering why this is, because when it comes to this 9 of Cups, this tells me that the person you're asking about likes you very, very much. I would often interpret this card in a love reading as somebody who has a big crush on you, somebody who is very attracted to you. They feel a lot of affection towards you. They're very grateful for you in their life, and you make them very, very happy. So they're even having this moment within themselves of like, why are you like this? Like, if you like this person so much, why are you pulling away? Why are you acting distant? Why are you, stalling the conversation of seeing each other, or the conversation of committing, or wherever it might be? So I want you guys to know that if your person is behaving in a way that is a bit frustrating, if they're being distant or silent or inconsistent or whatever it might be, they're actually self-aware of this behavior, and they're a little bit confused about it. So they see this gap between how they really feel and the way that they are acting towards you. And I feel like when it comes to their current feelings, they're sort of looking within to figure out why they are behaving this way. And I think it might have to do with an insecurity of theirs. The Emperor card, when he is in his power, he is all about stability and security and confidence and empowerment. And his role is sort of like a protector or a provider. So this person might really want to protect you and care for you and provide you with a happy future, but they feel insecure as to whether or not they can do that. And so upon their reflection of why they are stalling things or why they are pulling away, even though they have these feelings for you, I think that this is the conclusion that they have come to. There is some part of them that maybe isn't confident that they would be able to really take care of you or provide for you in the way that you deserve. So I think that they are trying to work on this. They are trying to fix this right now. So this is how they're currently feeling, and let's take a look at what their intentions are for the future. I think even just by reading these 3 cards, we can kind of get a glimpse into what their intentions are. They do want to be with you. They do want to work through this issue, and they do want to get this hanged man situation going. They want to get things moving again. And I know I already mentioned that this is a good card to have in the reverse, but I really want to focus on the imagery here. It's like this hanged man now, he looks like he is standing upright. And normally this hanged man would have like a halo around his head, which shows mental clarity. So I do feel like your person has kind of had an epiphany about this connection. And it's funny because I feel like you're both on each of your ends, you're both wondering what is the root of this strange behavior? What is the root of this gap between their true feelings and their actions? And this person, with their moment of clarity, it's not a halo in this deck, it's, I guess, the moon is representing this intuitive moment of clarity, but they figured it out and they're not hanging anymore, they are standing upright. Okay, so let's get into the intention cards now. Shadow work in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. And Page of Pentacles in the upright. All right, it's interesting to see this shadow work card come through after we've just spoken about your person working through their insecurities. I do believe that because they've already figured out, this is probably something that they are currently working on. However, because this is in reverse, I would say that either they are having some difficulty with the shadow work or it's taking a long time. This is totally natural though, because knowing what our wound is or knowing what our insecurity is really only half the battle, and working through it can often take a very long time. I like to talk about this often, how healing is not linear. It's not like a steady progression. We're getting better and better and now we're totally healed. Oftentimes we have to backtrack, we have to go and revisit things. So it's a journey with a lot of ups and downs and forwards and backwards, and it really cannot be rushed. So this is not something I think that will end or resolve itself in the nearest future, especially with the following card, the Hierophant in reverse. I should also say this is Taurus energy. So now we have Pisces, Aries, and Taurus energy coming through. So that can be also confirmation for you, or if your person of interest is a Taurus. In the upright, the Hierophant does talk about commitments. So in a love reading, I would definitely read the upright Hierophant as this person wants to commit. But because it's in the reverse, I'm sure you can figure out this is the opposite meaning. So I don't think that this person has intentions of committing to you or making that offer, at least not in the nearest future. I do think it's ultimately what they would like to do, but they're self-aware enough right now to recognize that that is not the best idea. I think they are aware that this is going to take some time. It's going to take some time before they're really confident in themselves and they're really sure that they can offer you what it is that you deserve. And I think that this is, well, obviously what they're doing, it's very, very good for themselves, but it's also very good for you and considerate towards you. Like, if this was somebody who only cared about what they wanted, like they only cared about winning you over and having you, they might just gloss over their issues and jump into the relationship with you, you know, even knowing that you could get hurt or that they wouldn't be treating you the way you really deserve. The fact that they are creating this distance to work on themselves, I do think this is a very strong sign of maturity and, like I said, self-awareness. So although this may seem like a disappointing outcome, I do think for the nearest future, this is what is best for both of you. And I'm quite happy that not only do they recognize that, but they're also actively working on it. And you know, some people might just say, you know, I'm not good enough for you, I don't deserve you, and then not do any work and just walk away. So the fact that they are working on this and they still have this intention to come and make you an offer someday, I just think that really shows a sign of maturity and that they truly do care about you and want to give you the best. They may be feeling a little bit like this Page of Pentacles right now, so they are working on something. The Page of Pentacles is hardworking and earnest, but they are still the Page. The Page is the youngest court card, the most unexperienced. So I feel like when it comes to this healing journey, they're still kind of feeling their way through it. They're still figuring things out, and they may still feel like they're kind of at the beginning stages of it. But I want to point out this imagery of the person reaching up to this golden coin. This to me represents the future that they want with you. It represents the offer, the commitment, the promise of a happy future with you. And it's like, they can see it and they're reaching for it, but it's still just out of their reach. If you think of the Page as, you know, they're still growing, it's almost like he's too short. That's kind of a weird way to describe it, but the Page hasn't grown enough yet to be able to reach up and grab this coin, although it is very much something that the Page wants and is sort of looking to. So what I can say for this person right now is that they like you very, very much. They have noticed that that hasn't come through in their actions. They have questioned themselves about why that might be. And upon finding the answer, finding the underlying insecurity, they are currently working on it. However, they know that commitment is not something that they can offer to you in the nearest future, and they would probably offer this to you in the farther future. And I should also say that this doesn't mean that you have to wait for this person. I don't want to use this reading to tell you guys what you should or shouldn't do, but rather just let you know what is on your person's mind and what they would like to do, and then you can make, of course, your own decisions based on that. Okay, so I'm going to end your reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi number twos, so this reading is for those of you who are drawn to the Kunzite. This reading today, we have 6 tarot cards for you, and I'm going to take the first 3 to show your person of interest current feelings about you in the connection, and then the second 3 to show what their intentions are for the future with you. So let's get right into it, starting with 6 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Cups, and the Star. Wow. Okay, so it's very clear from these first 3 cards that the person you're asking about has incredibly strong feelings for you. I almost want to say that this person is in love with you. Please take that how it resonates. I know this is a general reading and you will all be at different stages of the relationship, but the general feeling of this is that you are their dream person. You are like everything they've ever wanted in a partner, everything they have ever imagined, you make them very, very happy and likely happier than they ever imagined they could be. If me saying that they're in love with you is really not resonating with you, it could just be that they didn't expect to fall for you so quickly or so intensely, and all of this emotion is just a lot for them. In any case, I think that this person has fallen quite hard for you, so they really, really do like you. The Ten of Cups is making me think of this person imagining a future with you. So if they picture themselves, in a committed relationship, or if they picture themselves getting married or with a family, whatever stage you guys are at, it's like you're the one who is in their fantasies. You're the one that they want to have the future with. This person might, dream about all of the different experiences they want to have with you, the dates they want to take you on, the places they want to travel to, what kind of place they want to live in with you. This is like very, very romantic fantasies and really letting their imagination run wild. So I feel a lot of daydreaming from this card. I feel a lot of, I guess, lovey-dovey and romantic emotions from them. And the Star is like a dream come true. It's like somebody who is too good to be true. It could be that before this person met you, they were at a kind of low place in their life, or things were just feeling a little bit dull and uninspiring. And ever since you came into their life, it's like something was ignited in their heart again. And now they have this hope for the future and this love for life again that had somehow gotten lost over time. Now when they look to the future, they feel very, very excited. And even in the present moment, it's like the world is more bright and vivid because you're there. You know that feeling when you're in love with someone, or you've just really caught in strong feelings for somebody, and you go outside and it's the same scenery that you see all the time, but you're like, oh, the air smells so nice and the flowers are so beautiful, and you just want to be nice to everybody. That's like that's like the way that you make this person feel. So it is a really very giddy kind of feeling. And we will look into, of course, the intention cards in just a moment, but I can already tell from these first 3 cards that you are 100% somebody that this person wants and dreams of having in their future. This has like divine counterpart energy. When the Star is present, I often think of divine counterparts. The Star is also Aquarius energy. Just in case any of you are in Aquarius or your person of interest is, this can be just an extra confirmation for you that this is your pile. However, if not, it's entirely okay. So I'm really blown away by how powerful these cards are. This person is definitely head over heels crazy about you, has nothing but good things to say about you, and fantasizes and envisions a future with you. So let's move over here now to this 6 of Swords in reverse. This is a little bit of the blockage energy, I guess you would call it. The 6 of Swords, it can talk about a no communication, no contact situation. So it could be that you guys are not in communication right now. But this has to do with their feelings, right? So the 6 of Swords in reverse would tell me that for some reason they feel like they cannot reach out to you. Or if you guys are in communication, it could be that this person doesn't feel like they can truly communicate to you the extent of these feelings. It kind of feels like they are nervous to tell you just how strongly they feel for you. They're nervous about what you might say, or maybe they're nervous of messing things up. The 6 of Swords sort of depicts an environment, or I guess a headspace, where it's kind of difficult to come forward. It's kind of hard to say exactly what's on your mind. Especially given they've never felt this way about anybody before, it can be kind of scary, right? Maybe they're just feeling kind of clumsy or awkward. They don't really know how to put their feelings into words, but there is something that they're not communicating to you. For those of you who are in a completely no communication situation, like you're not hearing from this person, this probably means that they want to reach out to you, but they don't really know how. you know, it's something that's kind of weighing on their mind. They want to reach out to you, but they don't know how, and they're not really acting on that desire of theirs. So all of this emotion is staying kind of bottled up inside. It's kind of staying in their daydreams, in their fantasies, because of this blockage. They cannot communicate this to you. It could also be about, you know, circumstances out of your control. If it's not about, you know, necessarily their own feeling, like, I don't know, maybe if one of you guys is in a relationship, or it's just hard for you guys to be together right now. It could be something like that. But it kind of seems like a mental thing for them. Like they're just scared to say this, because this is really, really big emotion. So it must feel for them like a lot is at stake. Okay, so this is very interesting, very intense to start off with. So let's take a look at these cards to find out what their intentions are for the future with you. Nine of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So you or your person of interest, you could also be a fire sign, just in case some of you guys need that extra confirmation. So we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like this is reading more like what's going to happen rather than what their intentions are. I don't really think that this person has intentions because they don't have a plan, if that makes sense. It's interesting, you got both the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles in this reading. Both of these are about like a happy long-term future, but the 10 of Cups is like all of the emotion, all of the happiness, love, and peace that comes with that future. And the 10 of Pentacles is like the foundation that you build, or the steps that you take to get there. It's like the practical action. So the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is making me feel like just at this time, they're not really planning to address the 6 of Swords in reverse. They're not really planning to take action. So it's kind of the situation where they're dreaming about you and wishing that they could be with you, but they're too scared to do anything about it, and they're not really planning to change that at this time. But this doesn't mean that nothing is going to happen. It definitely doesn't mean that they're not going to tell you or reach out to you. Because I see over here with this little Page of Wands that there is going to be some sort of impulsive action on your person's part. So it's this lack of intentions. It doesn't mean that nothing's going to happen. It just means that when they do come forward and when they do communicate these feelings to you and make an offer to you, it's going to be very spontaneous. It's going to be very unplanned. It's kind of like they just get swept up in emotion and they can't help themselves anymore, and they kind of blurt out everything that they're feeling to you. It's going to be more that kind of thing, and they could be, you know, quite clumsy about it and stumbling on their words. It could be a lot to take in. But with the 9 of Wands in reverse as well, this is somebody letting their guard down. When we have the 9 of Wands in the upright, it's somebody who is being very protective, very guarded of themselves. They're not really letting other people in. This can give us a little bit of insight as well into why this person is not coming forward. They could be somebody who is very, very guarded with their heart. Maybe they have been hurt a lot in the past, and so when they feel this strongly, it scares them, because in a way it's like the more you care about somebody, the more power they have to hurt you, or that's kind of how they're reasoning it in their head. Like, I care about this person so much, and if anything were to go wrong, it would just be that much more devastating. So they had this kind of guard up to protect them. That's what I'm thinking. But the 9 of Wands in the reverse now, it means that this guard is going to come down. So it's like their emotions are just going to boil over to the point where they cannot hold this in anymore, and they will probably come rushing forward to you with all of these feelings. And, you know, with the page being a little bit inexperienced, like I said, it could be kind of a clumsy confession. You know, it doesn't seem very planned out, because it's not, but it's genuine. It's genuine and it's honest, and you know, maybe it's not exactly how they wanted to tell you, but it is everything that they wanted you to know. I'm also getting a feeling with the Page of Wands, like a lot of passion and some kind of physical relationship. So it could be that when this person impulsively comes forward to you, it leads in like a physical relationship with the two of you, or they could be thinking about that a lot, or you know, they show their love with a physical gesture, like this kind of thing. Very different interpretation, but this can talk about the two of you creating something together. You could create something with this person as well. So this will probably, you know, it will appear kind of sudden and unexpected to you, and probably to them as well, but it's like, yeah, like this full moon, it's making me think of these emotions are boiling over, they're becoming so intense, and they'll just have to tell you, even if it's not their intention right now at the time you're watching this, they won't be able to hold themselves back. Okay, so I'm going to end your reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi, number threes. So this reading is for those of you who are drawn to this beautiful amethyst. In your reading today, there are 6 tarot cards, so I'm going to look at the first 3 to get an idea of how your person of interest is currently feeling about you and the connection, and then I'll look at the second 3 to show us what their intentions are for the future of your connection. So let's get right into it, starting with the Queen of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. So we do have a fire sign person being depicted here, so if you or your person of interest are a fire sign, then this could be an extra confirmation for you that this is your pile. However, if that's not the case, it is totally fine. What I'm picking up right away from the Queen of Wands is that the person you are asking about is very, very attracted to you. This person finds you incredibly beautiful, incredibly handsome, incredibly hot is the word that is coming to my mind. This person is very, very physically attracted to you. They love to be close to you physically, or if you haven't had that kind of contact before, they definitely think about that a lot. It's almost like you put a spell over this person, and it's not just about your looks or about your physical body. It's something about your energy. It's something about the way you present yourself or the way you carry yourself through your life. It's like you come across as very confident to them, or they like you know what you want. Even if some of you guys are feeling like that's not really the case, this is how they see you. They see you as this beautiful, strong, and confident person. This person might also find you very funny or very fun to be around. I often think of the Queen of Wands as like this radiant, just ray of sunshine. So they might really enjoy talking to you and laughing with you, or they think back to the memories where you guys were like that. They think back on the fun times that you had, and this kind of thing. The fact that I think this is you guys coming through as the queen, regardless of your gender, I'm just thinking of this person saying like you're their queen, like you're their person, you're their number one choice. You are the person that they care for or think about the most. You definitely take up a lot of space in this person's thoughts and in this person's heart. So moving on to these cards here, the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. I can kind of interpret these in 2 ways. The first thing that came to my mind with the 3 of Swords was the separation, so I thought that you guys might be asking about an ex. However, I know that this is a general reading, and I don't think that every single person who picked this pile is asking about an ex, so I think I'm going to give an interpretation for both scenarios. So first, those of you who are asking about an ex, or if you're asking about any connection or situationship that ended badly and resulted in a separation, a no contact situation. this is telling me that this person misses you a lot. And probably when you guys first separated and stopped talking, it was really, really rough for them. The Three of Swords, I also get this energy from it very often of somebody's life being out of balance. Like they're in so much distress, or they are so anxious or so heartbroken about their situation that they sort of start to, I guess, forget to take care of themselves properly. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been really upset about something and then you kind of stop eating well, or you stop sleeping well, or you just kind of lose motivation in the things that normally excited you. It's like this kind of energy. So if you guys are exes or separated, that was what they went through when this first happened, and I do think that this person still does miss you very much. However, with the Nine of Pentacles, I think that at this point right now, they are actively trying to get over you. So they are trying to, build up their healthy habits again. They're trying to build up their mental health again, maybe focusing on their career or focusing on other projects, on their friends, on their selves. Like they are trying to keep their mind busy, and they're trying to keep their lives very full of other things and really feel like they're thriving so that they can forget about you and forget about the connection, but it is proving to be kind of difficult for them. So now for the other interpretation, if you are not exes with this person, if this is like your crush or somebody that you are talking to, I'm still getting the message that they miss you. So maybe this is somebody who is not speaking to you or seeing you as much as they would like. It could be due to our current situation in the world, but I feel like this person is very busy right now. In this case, I would interpret the Nine of Pentacles as this person being very busy, especially with work. So they just have so much on their plate, so many responsibilities that they're not able to communicate with you as much as they want, or they're not able to see you, and that kind of makes them sad. So for those of you who are more resonating with that scenario, if your person of interest is frequently telling you like, sorry, I'm so busy, like, sorry, I couldn't respond, or if they're taking a long time to reply and then they tell you that they're busy, I want to let you guys know that that is not an excuse. That is genuine. This person really is busy, and it actually does make them sad that they can't be there for you or there with you as much as they really want to. And then there's one other thing. If you guys are exes or in separation and you're wondering if this person has like moved on and is seeing someone else, the answer is no. They have not moved on. They're not seeing somebody else. And if you know for a fact that your person is with somebody else, I want to tell you that any person or people that they're with now, they like compare them to you. So they're always thinking about you. But yeah, if you're not sure, it's just you. It's just you. You're the only one they think about, or that, they're currently talking to, currently interested in. So let's move on to your intentions cards, and let's see what this person is planning for in the future. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So interestingly, all of these cards in the top row are in the upright, and all of these cards in the bottom row are in the reverse. So I think, again, I'll kind of give the two different scenarios, because I do think that there are many people who are asking about an ex or somebody in separation. So if this is the case, I do think that even though this person is trying to move on from you or move on from the connection right now, you are going to hear from them again. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse made me think of this, because this kind of gives me the feeling that they would do something impulsive, or they would do something that they feel is a little bit reckless. So it's like they were planning to move on. They were not planning to reach out, but maybe they were thinking about you so much, or one day they just really, really miss you. And so I think that they will reach out to you again. But with the King of Swords in reverse, it's almost like they're doing this against their better judgment. Like they find this to be kind of irrational or kind of crazy that they're doing this. It's totally impulsive. It's totally spur of the moment. And the way they're kind of thinking about this is like, I know I shouldn't do this, but I can't help it. And so I think that you might get like a text or a phone call from this person. They might suddenly say that they want to see you. They might suddenly invite you over or ask if they can come over, this kind of thing, and just be talking about how much they miss you. But I have to say, this kind of feels like a moment of weakness for them, if that makes sense. So it's kind of just like a relapse in their journey to getting over you. And with this Knight of Pentacles, I don't really think that it would lead to anything more than that. I think it's just a temporary, like they had a moment of weakness and they just had to see you. Maybe they had to get some closure, or they go and see you and they do something that they regret and they're like, no, I'm supposed to be moving on with my life. I'm supposed to be staying busy and focusing on my mental health. And so even though there would be that reunion or that, moment of you guys being together again and expressing your feelings again, I don't think that the connection would really ride that wave into something more stable, into any sort of long-term reunion. It seems more like a temporary thing, because the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it is inconsistent and it can show a situation that like it's not really going to develop or go anywhere. So I would say to just be careful if you are asking about an ex and they come back to you in that way. It may just be an impulsive thing, like I said, so just be aware of that. And then if you guys are not asking about an ex, it is a little bit of a similar message, but I feel that with the energy of these cards, it seems like there is not that much potential for the future of this connection to go very far. It could be that you guys get kind of frustrated, like, yes, maybe this person is genuinely busy and maybe they miss you, but it's like you can't just live off of that intention to see you more, that intention to be more there for you and to treat you better, right? You need something concrete. So I kind of see you guys getting frustrated when after all of this time has gone by and still they're just talking about these intentions to see you more and spend more time with you, but it's not really happening. I think you guys might actually be the one to decide to break this off. That will be entirely up to you, of course, but I think, if you're not seeing or hearing much of this person right now, it could continue to be like that for several months into the future, and I can see you guys getting a little bit impatient with that, and reasonably so. And same message with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something is not really making progress and it feels very inconsistent, and that can be frustrating. It's almost like maybe this person is paying more attention to you or being more affectionate with you at their convenience. So when they're busy with other things, they're not really making an effort, and it's only like when they're free or when it's convenient to them, which is not really fair to you. So I'm kind of thinking that while it's entirely up to you, again, I'm feeling like you might choose to walk away from this person, because with the King of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like this doesn't really make sense anymore. Maybe at one point you thought like, we're really compatible, I really like this person, and so holding on makes sense to me. But if it's just going to be more of the same thing, it's like it's not really logical for you to put everything on hold for just this kind of vague promise of a future, because I think all of these, pentacles, which is about concrete action and demonstration, it's in the reverse. So it's like this person may talk a lot about their intentions, but it doesn't really happen. So yeah, just be aware of that. Just be careful in any case, whether this is an ex or not. Be careful about this person not delivering on what they're communicating to you. But of course, you can use your own judgment in this situation. I don't want to tell you like what you should or shouldn't do with this reading, but just maybe help you get some clarity about what is on their mind and what is going to happen, and then you can make your decision based on that. So I'm going to end your reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! Hi number 4s, so this reading is for those of you who are drawn to the blue agate. So in your reading today there are 6 tarot cards. I'm going to look at the first 3 to show us what your person of interest's current feelings are about you and the connection, and then the second 3 will tell us what their intentions are for the future with you. So starting with the Strength in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I'll go through these in order, and I'm going to start with Strength in reverse. This card in the reverse gives me the message that somebody is holding back on their feelings. So I think that the person you're asking about feels very, very strongly about you, and that might make them uncomfortable or even scared. And so what I see with this card is that the person you're asking about is suppressing their feelings for you. So they might present themselves to you or communicate with you almost in a misleading way, where it seems like they don't care about you as much as they really do. Or, of course, they may not be talking to you at all, depending on your situation. But in fact, the King of Cups in reverse is also a card that I very often interpret this way. This is somebody who loves you. This is somebody who feels a deep nurturing or protective energy towards you at the very least. Of course, this is general, and you guys will all be at different relationship stages. So if you really don't resonate with the idea that this person loves you, then you don't have to take that message. But I want to tell you, at the very least, this person really cares for you, really has a soft spot for you. You make them feel all kinds of deep emotions, and they just want to nurture you, protect you, be there for you. That's like their instinct, but there is some reason that they're not acting on that. They're not letting that show, and they're sort of holding back on it. Oftentimes with this card, it's kind of like they are doing that because they feel like they have to. They feel like they cannot come forward with their feelings. And looking at this Ace of Wands in reverse, they could feel like this doesn't really have a chance. They could feel like, if you guys are exes, for example, they could feel like this is over, like there's no chance of getting back with you. Or even if you haven't been together in a relationship before, I think there's some reason they feel like they don't have a chance, because in the upright, this would be like something that is springing to life, something that is sprouting or blooming. So it's like a new beginning with all this potential. But in the reverse, it's like it's already fizzled out. It's already over. So maybe, like, if you guys are in no contact, maybe they think that you moved on. They think that you're with someone else. Maybe they think that you are out of their league or something like that. It's not so much of like a, I'm afraid to come forward. It's almost like this person genuinely thinks that they can't. They think that they do not have a chance with you. So they're probably feeling a little bit troubled, a little bit saddened with the situation right now. But as far as it goes about how they truly feel about you, for many of you, I am thinking that this person loves you. They are in love with you. But if that's really not resonating, they do feel very, very affectionate towards you, and you make them sensitive and emotional in a way that is kind of new to them. You make them feel vulnerable as well. You know, the King of Cups is very emotional and sensitive. It could also be like you guys are in a long distance situation, or there's some other barrier, but they are feeling that barrier, and they feel like whatever this Ace of Wands in reverse is, they may feel that this is unsurmountable. There was a love reading, Love Life in 2021. I believe that in one pile of that video, these exact cards in reverse were also there. So that would be really interesting if you guys have watched that reading as well. But that was a divine counterpart reading. So this person that you're asking about, they could very well be a divine counterpart. You guys may be in a separation period of your relationship right now. And I think this person has a lot of inner work to do. This is somebody who needs to mature emotionally, because I have a feeling that their idea of like, this can't happen, I can't come forward, a lot of that is in their head, a lot of it is fear-based, but they don't see it that way. They don't see it as like, I need to do this work or I need to build up this strength. They think that it's like the circumstances or are against them, or, you know, they're unconsciously choosing to see it that way so they don't have to address the inner emotional work that needs to be done. This does sound like divine counterparts in separation kind of energy. Interesting. So let's take a look at their intentions and see what is going to happen in this connection. The Hermit in reverse. The Seven of Swords. And the Three of Cups. I want to talk about this Seven of Swords actually. As you guys may know, this is a card about deception. However, specifically in this deck, I kind of think of the deception more as a lying to yourself kind of situation, especially with the crescent moon imagery on this card. I associate this shape with intuition, and so combining that with this idea of lying to yourself, it gives me a feeling of ignoring your intuition. So not really being truthful with what you really want, or trying to dismiss your truth or something like that. And unfortunately, you know, this is coming through for your person of interest's intentions. And at least for the nearest future, it seems like they are going to try to keep suppressing this, or trying to keep ignoring this, keep lying to themselves, you know, ignoring their intuition about this connection and what it is, because I do think this is a really very strong connection, but they're just not ready for it yet. And unfortunately, at this point in time, I don't see them really ready or willing to step up and do the work. And this is where that kind of lying to themselves energy comes in. And we even have the Hermit in reverse. And in the upright, this would very much be about following your intuition, following your inner compass, doing soul searching, looking within. And so in the reverse, it is, you know, very much the opposite message to me. So it's almost like this person is trying to distract themselves with things on the outside, or distract themselves with more superficial things, not just to ignore the pull of this connection, but on a greater scale in their life, ignoring their wounds of the past, ignoring these traumas or these insecurities that need to be healed. You know, even outside of this relationship, I do feel that this is somebody who very often does, you know, ignore the way that their heart tugs at them, or ignore those nagging feelings that something needs to be worked on, because they're afraid of that pain. So they would rather push it down, they would rather distract themselves and keep living this way. And it's like they don't see that, sure, that might feel like the easy way right now, but it's actually the harder way, because you're prolonging this pain, or you're prolonging this deception to your higher self. So your person of interest is in a kind of dark place right now. And of course, while you can send loving and healing energy to this person and be there for this person, if that's what you're feeling called to do, you know, that would be wonderful. However, you should never feel like you have to. You should never feel like it's your job to get somebody to heal, or to get them to see the truth. So if this is really frustrating and disheartening you, I think that it's entirely okay to disconnect from the situation. You can send them your love and send them your positive energy from afar, but I'm feeling called to tell you guys, like, not to feel any obligation or responsibility for this person's growth and this person's healing. And then finally, with the Three of Cups, I think this could have to do with your person of interest environment, especially the people that they're hanging out with. I feel like your person doesn't really have a good support system. Like, their friends are not very encouraging of this kind of behavior, such as shadow work, such as addressing your wounds and working towards the best for yourself. Maybe they have a group of friends, or they're just around people who are what is it called? Enablers, you know? Like, they're enabling this behavior of pursuing superficial things and staying distracted. You know, sometimes I do associate the Three of Cups with drinking or things of that nature, because often the three women are depicted as holding up their glasses, like they're drinking together. So they could be doing this kind of recreational thing or have some bad habits to distract them from all of these deep emotions regarding their life, and also regarding the connection and that very strong pull to you. And I definitely think that the people they're around are, you know, kind of enabling that, whether it's explicit or implicit. So this person may need an entire, like, change of scenery, change of environment to really put them in the right mindset to move forward. But, you know, it could be a while, because even when you get into the shadow work process, that in itself takes a long time, but it can also take a while to even reach the point where you want to embark on that journey, where you want to walk through this tunnel and walk into the darkness. You know, it's a very scary and uncomfortable journey, and anybody watching, if you have gone through that dark night of the soul, if you have gone through that shadow work, you will know how intensive it is and how scary it is. So I'm not entirely blaming this person for avoiding it, but it is just unfortunate, as it does prolong the negativity, and it prolongs the power that your insecurities and your wounds hold on you. So yes, I see that their intention is to continue with this distraction, continue with this deception. I think the best advice I could give you is to do what's best for yourself, focus on yourself, and of course, if you feel called to, and I'm sure you do, you can send them lots of love and healing and positive energy, because when it comes to divine counterparts or any soulmates that mirror each other, if you do what's best for yourself and you work on your own healing on your end, whether you see it or not, it is affecting them. It will come up on their end too. So that is a way in which you can be there for them. Okay, so I'm going to end your reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself. Stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi, number fives. So this reading is for those of you who were drawn to the Cherry Blossom Agate. So in your reading today, there are going to be 6 tarot cards. I'll look at the first 3 to show us your person of interest, current feelings about you, and the connection. And then the second 3 will show us what their intentions are for the future. So let's get right into it, starting with 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands in reverse, and King of Pentacles in reverse. So starting with the 5 of Pentacles, this is giving me the vibe that the person you are asking about misses you. And I want to specify that this doesn't matter, like, if you're in communication or not, if you're in a relationship or not. They could literally have just seen you yesterday and still miss you. So this person does care about you a lot. It's that kind of energy of they want to be around you. They want to be with you, maybe even all the time. When you're absent, they feel your absence. And this can apply to any situation, any relationship status. This person is not seeing you or being with you as much as they wish they could. I'm noticing that there's a lot of full moon imagery on these cards, and this makes me think of very not necessarily intense, but I guess so, very strong emotions. Basically, that the person thinks about you a lot. You're kind of always on this person's mind. They might daydream about you. They may even dream about you when they're sleeping. You know, they get happy if they see something that reminds them of you, or they, you know, if they see something that they think you would like, they want to tell you about it, or they want to give it to you. It's like this kind of energy. You're basically very, very strongly and very present in their thoughts. So I can already tell that this person likes you a lot. And if you guys were wondering if this is one-sided, I want to tell you that it's not, okay? Because 10 of Wands in the upright is a card that I would read as one-sided feelings. So in the reverse, it is very much the opposite. This card wants to tell you that the feelings are reciprocated. Just in case any of you guys needed that confirmation, like, I really like this person and I'm not sure if they feel the same way, the 10 of Wands in reverse says they definitely do feel the same way. This person likes you more than you realize. And I feel like you've gotten signs of this. You've gotten signs that they like you, and maybe it's just like you're one of those people who needs a lot of confirmation, or you're not very confident when it comes to accepting signs and confirmation. But here is your extra confirmation. Definitely a reciprocated relationship, and definitely however you feel about this person and whatever you want with this person, it is reciprocated. Now, some of you may not have gotten this vibe from that person. Maybe they are not, they're not really demonstrating that, or they're not really expressing that to you. If that is the case, I want to tell you that they are aware of this. Here is the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is an earth sign person, so if you or your person of interest are earth signs, that can be also a confirmation that this is your pile, but if not, that's totally fine. The King of Pentacles in reverse, it can show somebody who is being a little bit inconsistent. Maybe they're not the most reliable, you know, like they said they were going to call you and they didn't, or they said they were going to meet you and they kind of flopped. Maybe it's that kind of energy. But if you guys are noticing that your person is not really demonstrating, like if they like me that much, if they're reciprocating, why aren't they showing it? Your person recognizes that too. And with the King of Pentacles in reverse, they might kind of feel like they don't deserve you, or like you're out of their league, you're too good for them, this kind of thing. But you make them want to be better because they just like you so much. And it's like you deserve the world, but they want to be the one who gives it to you. So I think that they are recognizing if there is some issue here, and they really want to work on it and make things better, because I've already said this a million times, but this person really, really likes you. This person really cares about you. And no matter how short or long the time has been that you're not talking, they do miss you. And some of you guys might be wondering if they talk about you, like if they tell their friends and stuff about you, and the answer is yes. So this person has told their friends or the people in their life about you, and it's positive things. So they've said, like, you know, this person that they're interested in, this person that they care about, this person that they love, if you guys are there yet, you know, you're definitely important to them, and they're going to show that to you. One last thing, and this is not really the traditional meaning of the card, but I do get past life connection vibes from the Five of Pentacles, for whatever reason. It's like you've been through a lot together. You've been through the ups and downs, the highs and lows throughout your lifetimes together. So you may feel very familiar and safe with this person. And even if this person doesn't have that kind of, you know, spiritual belief or awareness, they still feel that familiarity, and they still feel that safety and comfort with you. And my camera timer just went to 555, so I definitely think this is the case. Okay, so let's look at their intentions now. Let's see what they're going to do. Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. And Six of Pentacles. So this is really significant to me. It's always significant to me if a king and a queen come out of any suit, but you actually have a king and queen of the same suit. So this shows me that you guys are a really, really good match together, almost like you guys are meant to be. I have like butterflies in my stomach right now. Like this is really, I'm getting like hot. This person might feel kind of flustered when they see you, when they think about you. They think like we would be so good together, and they really, really want to give you the world. And these Pentacles energy, it's about a long-term future. So this person might think things like, you know, I want to get a good job, or I want to work really hard on my job so that I can provide for this person. Even like, I know people of all ages and all stages of life are watching this, but regardless of what they do, even if they just have, you know, a part-time job or something, they might think like, oh, I want to save up and get them this thing that they like. They want to provide for you like this. And they think about, you know, taking care of you in the long term. They're actually facing each other, which is a good thing, except for one of them is upside down. So your next card is Judgment. This person is going to step up. Judgment is about answering the call. Judgment is about leveling up. Judgment is about breaking the patterns of the past and moving to a new, fresh start. So if this person has been promising you the world, promising that they're going to be better, then they are definitely going to act on this promise. They're going to prove to you, basically, this feeling of this is not one-sided love. You are not going to carry the burden of this relationship on your own. This is going to be proven to you. And this is also a card about like forgiving and having compassion for the past. So it almost feels like there will be an apology and a forgiveness. Well, if you want to forgive them, an apology, a forgiveness, an acceptance of the past, and then you can really move forward, not with a clean slate, because you will take this experience and become stronger from it. You will move forward with an even stronger bond. So I think you're going to get a really heartfelt communication from this person, and I think they're already planning to send this to you because this is about their intentions. So they may be thinking about what they want to say to you. They may be thinking about like how they want to make this offer to you, and they're really, really thoroughly planning it. So it's gonna feel, I think it's gonna feel very well thought out, maybe even a little bit rehearsed when they come to you, but that's just a sign of like how much they have really taken into consideration what they want to say to you. But I think this person considers you to be a catch, and you know, if they don't step up, then they know that there's going to be like a million other people who want to be with you. It's like this person really wants you for their own, and not in a possessive way, but they just really love to be around you. The Queen of Pentacles is very warm and nurturing, very caring. They probably feel your energy is like a warm blanket to them. It just makes them feel so safe and comfortable, like they've never been able to just feel, I'm like, I have such butterflies, I'm like shaking. I feel so like they've never met somebody that they can just be so real and authentic with, and just, you know, I was gonna say let their hair down. Like, you know what I mean? Just kick back and be their true self. Like, they don't have to think so much, or they don't have to try so hard. It just feels so natural. And I think they know how rare that is, and they know how precious that is. And they don't want to mess this up. They don't want to let this pass by. So they're definitely going to rise to this occasion. This person intends to commit to you. This person intends to offer you a relationship. And honestly, like, I'll be honest, this is the only pile that says like 100% this person wants to commit to you. Like, there were some piles that were like, yeah, they are planning to do it in the farther future. It's kind of more like a maybe, or they will confess their feelings. But this one, I actually clearly see the commitment here. So I hope that this is the outcome you wanted, and this is a message that is making you happy, because it is making me very, very happy. And I think that you guys can prepare for a very, very lovely honeymoon phase for sure. This person is very sweet, very thoughtful, very generous. They're going to take good care of you, and it's going to be balanced. This is about balance between giving and receiving. So if things haven't really felt like reciprocated effort up until now, the Judgment assures a new chapter, and the Six of Pentacles assures balance and fairness in your relationship. You will both be giving and receiving equally. And Six of Pentacles I also associate with soulmates. Some of you guys might know that, because in the original artwork there is like a figure standing over two people below. It makes me think of a guide or a guardian angel who is helping to bring two people together. So your spirit guides are working on this union right now. Again, I feel like you guys have past lives together and you go very, very well together. So this is divinely guided, and I feel very optimistic about this one. Everything is going to turn out wonderfully. You guys were drawn to the cherry blossom agate. I'm not sure what time you guys are watching this, but cherry blossoms bloom in the springtime, of course, anywhere from like March to May, depending on the region. So it could be an indication that something will happen for you guys in the springtime. But if by the time you're watching this, spring has already passed, like it's summer and spring is really far away, then don't take that message, because it's not going to take that long. Okay. Yay. So I'm going to end your reading there. Thank you very, very much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.